Hi, good day, yogis. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Thank you for joining me today. Today's class is basics. Please visit my website at simhayoga.com. My streaming information is on there, as well as my full schedule. My Venmo information is on there. My handle is Simha Yoga Lab. 8096 is the 4-digit code for verification if Venmo needs that. Please share with your friends and let your friends know that these classes are happening. And I'm here to share my experiences with you, my practice with you, because as you guys are living this whole crazy world with me, it's a very difficult time for a lot of people. So this 1 hour is usually the only time that we can get away from just all the craziness of the world, right? So here is where we start to kind of just cleanse the body, cleanse the mind, and just have a moment of relaxation, of just some activity to get away from the worries, right? So please share your time with me. Classes are $10. If you're having a difficult time, it is $5. Now, I understand that there are people who are having an even more difficult time. So if you're not able to afford anything right now, by all means, my gift to you, right? Take the classes, give yourself a moment of clarity, forget the world for an hour, and just practice. Just pay it forward by doing something really great for another person. Maybe share my Facebook postings, my classes on your feed, and maybe just kind of get the information out there, and perhaps that is good enough paying forward in my book. Okay, so if you're having a difficult time, by all means, don't stop taking classes. Just, make it up in the future, whether with me, with anybody else. Just do something for humanity, right? So that's all I ask. I put this out there for the benefit of everybody, really. That's my philosophy of life. Of course, if you're able to help out, please help out, right? Because I have also the studio to maintain. So if you can do to help, fantastic. I appreciate that. All right, let's come to comfortable seat. For those of you who have tighter hips and you have a block, elevate and sit on a block. If you don't have a block, you can use a blanket or a towel. Right? Of course, at your home, if you want to sit on a pillow, sit on a pillow. Any kind of elevation, if you have tight lower back or tight hips, it will help you to get a much more comfortable cross-leg position. Okay, palms face up. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification. Purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham Sapahya Sapahya Bihyendraha Bihyendraha Suchihi Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. Chin towards the right shoulder, continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll the center. Take a few more rounds at your own pace. Take one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest, and pause, full stop. Take in the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off the blocks, extend the legs forward, separating the feet. Hands support to either side and turn your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling the ankles. Back to center, switching around in rotations. And then back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high, extend, twist to the right on the exhale. Back to center, arms up. Other side. Center again. Side bends. Right hand down, left arm overhead. Back up again. Other side. Back to center. Legs forward. Forward fold. Back up again. Swing the legs back behind you. Down dog. Actually, let's take hands and knees. Hands and knees. Hands are about shoulders width. Line up your shoulders over your wrists. Knees are about hips width. Line up the knee, the hips and the knees. Tuck the toes under for additional support. Let's take some cat-cows. Inhale. Take the navel down. Lift the tail. Lift the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine. Dome the middle of the back up toward the sky, chin toward the chest. Inhale, arch. This is your cow pose. Exhale, round, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Two more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral spine, lift the knees. Now, coming back to down dog. And start to pedal out the legs, walk it out side to side. Alright, so keeping your hands shoulders width. Press strongly into your fingertips, the finger knuckles, and the pads of the hands. And try to be as light as you can be on your palms. Alright, let's take it back to down dog. Press strongly into your hands and shift the way back toward the heels. Heels are reaching down, but they don't always touch down at all, right? So they don't touch down at all. That's what I'm going to say. So there's always a little bit of space to reach for. Now, if your hamstrings and your lower back and your glutes are tight, you can always keep a slight bending of the knees and just keep pressing into your hands and drawing your weight back. All right, inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward between your hands, left heel comes down. Warrior one. Take the torso to vertical, arms up high. Bend the front knee, so lining up the front knee over the heels, you want a vertical line. You should be able to see the inside of the foot and then pointing the toes forward. And so when teachers say pointing the toes forward, what they really mean is the big toes pointing forward. So the inside of your foot is parallel to the side of the mat, and that is important. Ground the back heel down, lengthen the back leg, raising the arms up high, warrior one. Lengthen the front leg, reach even higher. Bend the front knee, take the arms alongside. Lengthen your front leg, reach the arms up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, take the arms up. Now keep the arms up. Bend the front knee for warrior one again. Then open it up for warrior two. Now check the front knee again, still lining up over the heel, and you should be able to see the inside of the foot. Arms are parallel, reaching the fingertips in opposite directions. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, right arm up and back, support the left hand to the left leg. Side angle. You can modify with the right arm to top of the right leg, or you can take the right hand all the way down to the floor, and everyone left arm up. Inhale, take it back up, warrior two, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, and then lower all the way down to the belly, hands alongside the rib cage. Progressive cobras. Press your palms down, lift the upper back, your belly and your lower ribs remain on the floor. Draw the elbows toward each other, which helps you to engage the upper back, helping you to also broaden your shoulders. Press into your hands, lift up a little higher. Continue to draw the elbows back, and then lifting the chest. Press into your hands, lift up even higher. This is your cobra pose, Bhujangasana. If you can't fully extend the arms yet, that's okay. Keep the elbows slightly bent. Start to release all the way back down, drawing the seat toward the heels and fold forward, stretching the lower back. Walk your hands in, lift the torso up, sitting on your heels. Arms are cactus, palms are facing forward. Inhale here, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to left. 3 rounds. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Back to center again. Walk your hands forward, down dog. Inhale, left leg up, 3-legged dog. Step the left forward between your hands, back heel comes down, warrior one. So check your alignment again. Left knee lines up over the heel. Left toes point straight forward, meaning the side of the foot is, the inside of the foot is parallel to the side of the mat. Grounding the back heel down, full extension of the back leg. Square the hips and torso forward, arms up high, warrior one. Lengthen the front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen the front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keeping the arms up, bend the front knee. This is your warrior one. Open it up for warrior two. Reach up your alignment. Left knee over the heel. You should be able to see the inside of the foot. Oftentimes, the knees go wonky, right? When we turn from warrior one into warrior two, the knees go like this. We do not want that knee to draw in like that, right? So from warrior one into warrior two, the leg stays in the same position. That's why I mentioned you should be able to see the inside of the foot. If your knee is drawn in like this, you really can't, right? So make sure you keep the alignment of a strong, healthy position for your knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm up and back. Support the right hand to the right leg. Side angle. Left arm to top left leg. Or left hand to the floor if it's accessible to you. And then everyone raising the right arm up. Inhale all the way back up. Reverse warrior. Warrior two. And then hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back. And then lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. Draw the elbows in toward each other, engaging the upper back and broadening the chest. Pressing the hands to the floor. Progressive cobras. Lift up, baby cobra. Your lower ribs, your belly making contact to the floor. Hands are pressing down. And then lift up a little higher, maybe about halfway up. Still engaging. Elbows drawn in, broadening of your chest. Press into the floor. Lift up even higher. The full cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Again, if you need to bend your elbows a little bit, stay with the elbows bending. Now release all the way down, and then child's pose. Walk it back in, sitting on your heels. This time, left hand behind you. Take the right hand to our left leg, lengthen the spine, and twist your left. So you want to actively take the left shoulder and draw it back in space, right? And also pull with your right hand to our left leg to deepen your twist. Look behind you, past your left shoulder. Release, take it back to center, switch sides. Right hand behind you, left hand to your outer right leg. Re-lengthening the spine on the inhale, exhale, twist. Release, take it back to center. Walk your hands forward. Down, down. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the right knee in toward the nose as you round the spine. Shift your shoulders off your wrists. Lift up higher, come high up on your left tiptoes. You're rounding the spine, hugging the knee in toward the nose. And then kick the right heel up again, three-legged dog. Release your weight back. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Make sure you check your alignment. Right knee over the right heel, seeing things out the foot, parallel to the side of the mat. Open it up, warrior two. This time, lengthen your front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle pose. Tip the left hip back. Reach your right hand forward. The right hand can come to the top of the shin if you're less flexible. So if you're on the lesser side of the flexible, you can be higher on your shins. But if you still need the help, but a little bit more flexible, you can go further down, right? And otherwise, you can take the right hand all the way down. Stack your shoulders, raising the left arm up. This is a triangle pose. Inhale, take it back up, reverse your triangle, right arm up and back. Then bending the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot steps back, plank. Lower all the way down to the floor. This time, lift up all the way to cobra, and then look past your left shoulder behind you. Take it back to center. Look over the right shoulder behind you. Back to center again. Bend the elbows. Take it all the way back. Again, child's pose. Walk your hands in, sitting on the shins. Right hand to the side to help you support. Left arm up, bend the left elbow. Left elbow draws down. If you can, touch your right knee 3 times. Inhale, lift back up. Left elbow to the right knee. Lift back up. Left elbow to the right knee. Lift back up. And then side bend to the right. Take it back to center. Left hand down, right arm up, bend your right elbow. Right elbow, left knee. Take back up. Right elbow, left knee. Take back up. Right elbow, left knee. Take back up. Re-extend the right leg, side bend to your left. Draw back up to center, hands come back forward, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, step, throw right foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Right hand forward about a foot, loop off the right side. Tip forward to balance, stack your shoulders, raise your left arm up. Now for those of you who need a block, you can take the right hand to a block, to a book, or to a water bottle. That is quite helpful. So your hands should be forward about a foot from your toes, a little off to the right side so you're in a diagonal. So having that little bit of help really makes the pose a lot more accessible. Now, I also like to keep the gaze looking down to the floor. That really helps me to balance. But of course, if you're nice and steady, you can look upwards toward the sky, past your left fingertips. Begin to break. Step the left foot all the way back. Lengthen out the right leg. Turn the right toes to the left side. Hands to the hips. Now, once you have the hands to your hips, check the alignment of your feet, right? You want your toes to be slightly turned inwards, right? You don't want your toes to be deeply turned inwards, just slightly, so that the outer edges of your feet are just a tad wider. What that does is it gives you better extension to the outer leg. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift up, take a slight back bend. Come back to neutral. Bend the knees just a little bit, and start to lean forward. Keep the lengthiness of the spine and take the hands to the floor. Once you have the hands to the floor and you're fully supported, re-lengthen your spine because chances are you've already rounded your back. So re-lengthen the spine. Then, hinging at the hips. Keep the lengthiness of the spine, start to make your way forward. Once you get to a certain point and you feel like, okay, my legs are ready to now lengthen better, go ahead and lengthen more. And then, coming back to your torso to draw forward. And then releasing forward, supporting with your hands. Now for those of you who are quite high, because your hamstrings and your lower back are tight, if you have that book, the block, or your water bottle, here you are. You can use that structure, right? That prop to help you in the forward fold. Right? So it's all about hinging at the hips of the lengthy spine. Now, if you want to also bend your knees a little bit, right? That slight bending of the knees will help if your hamstrings are really tight. So do the best you can to maintain the integrity of that lengthiness of the spine to draw forward, wherever you are, right? So maybe you're not very flexible. And here is about all that you can do. If that is the case, right? Take the hands to your thighs. All you're looking to do is to fold forward, creating some flexibility to the back bodies, right? Or if you're near a table, you can always use the table, right? The table's up here. Place your hands on the table. Maybe you can see back here, right? Place your hands on the table, and that will give you a very nice support structure. Alright, otherwise you're looking for a lengthy spine as you fold forward. 3 more breaths. Alright, let's break. So, to come out of the pose safely, keep your hands on the floor for support. Bend the knees and let the seat drop a little bit. I'm giving you the side view here. Shift your weight back toward your heels. So now the weight goes from the front bodies to the back bodies. And essentially what that does is it lightens the load to the front bodies. And with that, lift the head and the upper back so you're coming through a straighter spine. Shift the weight back toward the heels. And then with the strength of the legs, make your way up to a standing position. Expand the arms, turn the right toes forward, bend the right knee, readjust your feet, come back to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. This time we'll take a full push-up. Exhale, bend the elbows for chaturanga. Roll over your toes for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, raise your left heel up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. As you draw your knee in toward the nose, you're shifting your shoulders over your wrists, high up on the right tiptoes, round the spine. Hug the knee in toward the nose. Kick the left heel back up, three-legged dog. Step, left foot forward. Back heel comes down. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen the front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen the front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Triangle pose. Lengthen out the left leg. Tip the right hip back, reach left hand forward. So again, for those of you who need a lot more help, maybe the hand goes higher up the shin, which then helps you to lift the torso a little higher, requiring less flexibility to your lower back and your hips, right? Then maybe this is where you are. If you have a little bit more flexibility, but not quite down to the floor yet, take the left hand a little bit lower down the shin. And of course, if you have the full pose, left hand to the floor, right arm is up. Take it all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back. And again, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. Take it all the way up to Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. This time, you're going to bend the right knee. Bend your right knee. Look past your left shoulder behind you. So you're looking for the sole of the right foot if you can. If not, just anywhere to the side. You're just activating your right leg by lifting. Release your right leg, square back to center, second side. Bend your left knee. Look past your right shoulder. Look for the sole of the left foot. If you can. Release your left leg, square back to center, bend the elbows. Take it back to child's pose. Roll back up again, sitting on your shins. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, bend your right elbow. This time, you're going to lean forward. Take the right forearm to the floor, press your right hand down. You're leaning forward. Left hand behind you. Press your right forearm down, lift the chest, and twist to your left. Keep the twist. Raise your left arm up and reach toward the front of the room. Raise your left arm back up, left hand to the floor for support. Lift the torso back up. Reach your right arm up, side bend to your left, and then as you side bend to your left, this time bend your right elbow. Reach with your right elbow further to the left. So you're active with your right elbow reaching. Release, take it back up, right hand to the floor for support, left arm is up. Lean forward. You're going to take the left forearm down to the floor. Right? Then raise your right arm up and behind you, half bind to twist. Press your left forearm down and twist deeper. Raise your right arm up and extend overhead. Raise your right arm back up, right hand to the floor for support. Take the torso back up. Left arm up, bend to left elbow. Reach with your left elbow over to the right side and side bend. And then go as far as you can. Take it back up, release. Walk your hands back forward, down, up. Inhale, left heel up. Step, left foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Left hand forward about a foot, look off to left side. So again, for those of you working with blocks, keep the gaze looking down. Stack the right side over your left. Raise your right arm up. Beginning to release, step the right foot all the way back. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, turn the left toes to the right side. Toes are slightly turned in, heels are a little bit wider, hands to the hips. Take it up to the back bend. Come back to vertical. If you need the bending of the knees, take the bending of the knees. Draw the torso forward with the lengthiness of the spine. Let the hands come down first. Keeping the lengthiness of the spine, bend at the elbows and hinge at the hips, draw forward. Once you get to a certain point, maybe you can start to lengthen out the legs and then take the torso even further forward. So, for those of you working with blocks, I'll give you some view once again. If you're working with blocks, now notice also this, your shoulders should be lined up with your wrists, right? So you do not want the blocks like this. You do not want the blocks like this, right? However, in this one at least, there is an application. If you have good balance and you want the arms to be further forward and take a pose this way, it is possible. But what you don't want is the mistake of just thinking, oh, this is where my block should be and this is where I'm going to stay, right? So this is not a very supportive structure because your arms can always collapse and move forward, right? And this is actually even worse. So you want your arms to be vertical, your shoulders stacked with your wrists, and that gives you a very nice support structure. Now, of course, even better is if you have two blocks. If you have two blocks, they can stay shoulders width, and that is even better. Okay, so all these are consideration, but depends if you have all the props, right? If you have the props, fantastic. Right? If you choose to continue to practice at home, right? Have some of these things. They're quite helpful to help you with your practice. Right? I always use two blocks and a blanket in class. So for those of you who already come to my classes, you know that, right? For those of you who are just starting out with me, you know, it's unfortunate that I can't keep using the blocks to teach with all the different variations I can take with them because I have to consider that you guys don't have blocks. But do the best you can. Water bottles, right? Sturdy books. All right, to come out of the pose safely, wherever you are, right? You're using your hands to the floor. Bend at the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Shift your way back toward your heels. Lift the head and the upper back, so coming back to a straighter spine. Use the strength of the legs to help carry you up. Expand the arms. Turn the left toes back forward, readjusting to your warrior two. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank, chaturanga up dog, down dog, so left foot stepping back, inhale one breath, exhale bend the elbows for the push-up, chaturanga, inhale, forward and up for the up dog, exhale, down dog. Step in, the left foot forward, low lunge, right foot forward, stand, forward bend. Feet together, knees together, rise up, chair, step in on the left foot. Pick up the right knee, tree pose. Sole the right foot in your left leg. You can go above the knee or go below the knee. Arms up and out. All right, so you can keep your arms in this position with the arms reaching up. Now, if your shoulders are tight, it might be difficult for you to take the arms close to the ears, right? If that is the case, you can always modify with the arms going further forward, right? So I don't want you also to go too easy, right? Because if you're too easy here, you never build the flexibility of raising the arms overhead. So I want you to reach forward, but up as well, to the point that you feel that edge. I want you to feel for the edge and work toward creating more flexibility. So every time you take this pose, you go to where you're not struggling so much, but you feel the sensation of that stretch. Then I want you to take it a little bit higher every time you come into tree, so that eventually your arms are alongside the ears, reaching out to a wide position. All right, let's take it back up. Draw the right knee forward, step the right foot down, chair, knees together, feet together, and then dive forward. Fingertips to the floor, bending the knees, stepping the left foot back, crescent moon. The left knee comes down to the floor. Now, if you have sensitive knees, if you have a blanket or a towel, you can always pad your left knee. This will give you a lot of cushioning so that you don't get too much pressure to the knee. If you don't need it, that's fine. All right, directly to the mat. Lunging the hips forward to get into the stretch of the quads. Walk your hands to the top of the thighs. Now make sure you have a pretty vertical line with your right shin, right? So this vertical structure is your bone stacking. Vertical structures are very supportive. Now in this pose, it is possible for you to draw the heel further back and the knee further forward. However, the key point is you must keep the heel flat, right? This is helping you to stabilize. If you're on your tiptoes, you're not very stable, right? Make sure you keep the heel flat. So it is possible to take the pose here, right? But if you're a beginner, you may not have that flexibility. So the best, I think, the most standard measurement is a vertical shin. Lift the heart center up, lean the upper torso back. When you lean the upper torso back, think about drawing your belly away from the thighs. And what that does is it takes the back end and spreads it out more through the spine as opposed to dumping all the back bend into your lower back, right? So lean back. Then gently start to lift the heart center upwards, and then the gaze will follow you take upwards at an angle. Try not to drop the head back, just look up. This is very tough for your neck. So instead, keep the spine neutral. It is the mid-upper back bend that takes you to the gaze, which is slightly forward. Alright, once you have that, you can keep your hands here, or when you're ready, if you haven't already, Venus Mudra, index fingers pointing, interlacing all the other fingers, reaching up and back. And again, if your shoulders are tight, maybe straight up, maybe angled forward. Your choice. 3 more breaths here. So for those of you who need the hands supporting to the thighs, keep it here. This is perfectly fine. Alright, starting to release. Hands to either side of the left foot. Tuck the back toes under. Half split. Shift your hips over your left knee. So again, you want to take it to a vertical line with your left thigh. Flex your right foot. Pull the toes back as strongly as you can. And then you're lengthening the back of the right leg. So you're getting into the stretch of the calves and the hamstrings. Now try not to lock into the knee, right, and hyperextend. Keep the slightest bend, but still feel for the stretch. Right? So this micro bending, right, gives you the ability to keep the knee joints safe. Because if you're always locked into your knees, right, you're hyperextending. That is really bad for your joints. So keep a slight bending of the knee. All right, let's break. Step the right foot back down. Palms flat. Lift the left knee and step it back. Plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge, left foot forward, stand, forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Rise up chair. Second side, stepping on the right foot. Pick up the left knee, open up the knee to side, grab the left foot to the inside of the leg. Take the foot higher above the knee joint if you can, or below the knee joint if that's more comfortable for you. Hands together in prayer, arms up and out in a wide position. So again, your shoulders, if you need help, Angle the arms forward slightly, right? But make sure you continue to work on lifting with a little bit of effort, right? Don't want it to be too much effort because then your muscles will start to react and they'll get tighter. You want just enough so that you feel for the extension and the flexibility, but it's not so much that your body is freaking out a little bit. All right, left knee also angles out and opening behind you. So you want to open up the knee to the side. All right, let's begin to break. Take the arms back up. Left knee forward. Step the left foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Fingertips to floor, bend the knees. Stepping your right foot back. Crescent moon, right knee comes down. Take extra padding to your right knee if you need. And take the same variation with your position, right? And for those of you who took the heel further back and you decided to take the crescent moon here, right? So repeat that. But I'm sure most of us are taking it with a vertical shin, right? So that is the most standard way to take this pose so that you get plenty of support. All right, so lunging forward, press your hands into your thighs. Draw the belly away from the thighs, taking the mid and upper back bend, gently starting to look upwards. So you want to spread out the back bend throughout the spine as opposed to dumping all the back bend to your lower back. All right? Then when you're ready, arms up, Venus moved around. So again, arms can go behind the ears, you have the flexibility, straight up, or angling forward. You may even separate your hands, right? You don't have to take the Venus Mudra. You can take the arms separated. Right? You have about 3 or 4 more breaths. So make sure the action is still leaning forwards and downwards with your hips, right? And that gives you the stretch into your quads and that openness into your hips. Or the stretch into your hips. All right, let's start to break. Hands to the either side of the left foot. Tuck the back toes behind you and start to shift your hips over your right knee. So you want a vertical right thigh again. Flex your left foot. Try to avoid hyperextension, and then inhale, lengthen on the extension. Exhale, bow forward. Alrighty, let's break. Left foot comes down, ground your palms, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then step the left foot back. Coming into a plank, inhale and breath, exhale, push up, chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down. Pigeon pose, raise your left leg up, left knee in toward the nose, land a shin to the floor. You're in a pointed left toe position. Angle out the left knee, left thigh, 30 to 45 degrees. Supporting with the hands, inch your right knee further back. Then further refining the pose. Lengthening your spine to a vertical line. Hips are level to the floor. Once you did this right, maybe you don't even need your hands to help you support. Then you're ready to take the arms forward. You can be in forearms. You can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. So pigeon pose is a nice pose for you to just take very passively, allowing breath and gravity to give you the hip opening, right? So most of the action is in the front leg because the front knee is bent and the weight is put onto that left leg a little bit more than the right. So you should feel a nice stretch into your glutes, quads, shins, knees. There is still extension through the right leg as well, right? So if you reach your right toes back actively behind you, you should feel a nice lengthiness to the front of the right leg. Alright, start to walk it back in. Lift the elbows back up. Walk your hands in. Now take the left seat down. And then swing the right leg all the way forward. Alright, keep the left heel in. You're going to bend your right knee, grab either side of the right foot, and extend fully if you can. If you cannot, keep the right knee bent. But what I do want you to do is avoid rounding of the spine, but instead lift the chest, lean the head slightly back, and think a neutral spine. Right? You don't want to look up, but you don't want to round either, right? So keep that neutral line. Now there is another option of grabbing the calves instead, right? So either grabbing calves, grabbing the foot, but bending the knee, or taking full extension here. So taking 3 more breaths. Bend your right knee, support the right heel from the underside of your foot. So take both arms to the inside of the leg and support from the underside. Then you want to flex your foot strongly, right? So flexing is pulling the toes back, right? That's flexing. Sitting up tall once again. Lift the heel as high as you can and just holding here for a second. So again, you're working with hip opening here. Right? If you're not able to lift so high, that's okay. Lift as high as you can. Maybe this is it. Right? Wherever you are, reach your right heel further forward, draw the right heel back, and then draw the right knee back as well, going into the hip joint. Draw the right heel forward, draw the right knee back. Draw the right heel forward, draw the right knee back. Alright? Release, re-extend the leg. Step the right foot all the way back. Now ground the palms to the floor, tuck the back toes, and press into your hands to lift your shin, and then reach your left foot back. Right? So that's it. Fastest way to come out. Right? If you start to roll to the side, and then get onto your knees and walk back, that's a lot of work, right? If you just press your hands down and lift back up, you can easily step back. Alright, take it back to stillness to down dog. Second side, raise your right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land, shift to your floor. So your right toes are pointed. You're on top of the shins. Alright, and then reach your left knee as far back as you can. Now notice the right thigh should be angled to the right, 30 to 45 degrees. So right thigh is out of the way of the belly. Untucking the back toes, walk your hands in. Elongate through the spine, make sure your pelvis is level. If you did this right, you don't even need your hands. Make your way forward, forearms down. You can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. And once you settle into the pose and you're feeling for the openness of the hips, you can always make additional adjustments, right? Now since your muscles have kind of adjusted to the openness, maybe you can inch your left knee further back, go flatter toward the floor with the hips. Then maybe your arms can either move forward a little bit further forward or move a little bit wider so that you can flatten toward the floor. What you want to think of when you're moving the arms is symmetry. You want to make sure that both shoulders are working similarly. If you have one arm forward, one hand in, what happens is one shoulder will be up, one shoulder will be down, and so you're lopsided, right? So you want symmetry with your arms, whatever they're doing, and then come into the forward fold from that evenness. Alright, let's make your way back up. Walk your hands back in. Take the right seat down. Swing the left leg around, readjusting your seat. Bend your left knee. Grab the left foot and pick it up. Either keep your left shin parallel to the floor and knee bent, or if you have full extension, take full extension. Also, the other option is to grab your shins, or grab your calves, I mean. Right, wherever you are. Think about your spine now. Lift the chest. So you're taking the roundedness out of the spine. Rather than looking down and looking up, you're looking slightly forward to a diagonal. Start to bend your left knee. Support your foot from the underside. Right? So your arms are to the inside of the left leg. Your hands supporting to the underside. Flex your left foot, right? Pull the toes back in a flex position. Sitting up top. Lift the left heel as high as you can and just holding it here. Then start to extend the left heel forward, draw the left knee back. Extend the left heel forward, draw the left knee back. Extend forward and draw back. Start to release. Swing the left leg all the way back. Hands come down to the floor. So press in your hands, tuck the back toes, and lift all the way up and step it right back. Down dog. Once you have evened out and you are ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands. Take the seat down, extend the legs forward. Hands to either side, supporting with your hands. As you slide the hands out, it is helping you to carry the weight of your torso so that it's easier for you to come down. Once you recline onto your back, hug the left knee in, left arm out to a T, and twisting to the right. So you're rolling to outer right hip, outer right leg, left arm, left shoulder, flat to the floor. Take it back to center. Switch legs, switch arms. Twist to left. Take it back to center again. Hug both knees in. Step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward, toes turn out, palms face up. Let everything go. Shavasana, final relaxation. Beginning to draw your breath back in. Moving the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. Rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. Come up. Namaste. Thank you everyone for sharing your time and your practice with me. Really appreciate it. Please visit again the website, simhayoga.com, and all the information regarding the schedule, regarding streaming, where to stream, also the prices for Venmo. My Venmo handle is Simha Yoga Lab. And if Venmo requires a 4-digit verification code, it is 8096. And prices for the classes are $10 if you're having a difficult time. $5 is fine. And if you're having a really difficult time, if you are not able to pay, that is perfectly fine. Please watch a video, get a moment of peace, a moment of clarity, and just forget about what's going on in the world, and just move and breathe. And do a little bit of something, okay? And then pay it forward by sharing on your Instagram, on your Facebook, wherever else. Let your friends know. That's good enough for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Take care.